welcome again to these series of videos for Stage Masters Live. I hope you enjoyed the last video where we talked about timing and discipline between songs. Today we're going to talk about the second thing you want to look for when you are watching your performances on videos in order to spot on the right things to correct or things to change, to improve. So the second thing that you really want to put your focus on will be the body language. Why the body language? Because the body language is your either your best friend or your worst enemy. If you use it the correct way, it will build your credibility, but in a phenomenal way. If you use it the wrong way, it will demolish everything you have built so far. So keep that in mind because it's really important. I'm going to give you an example to demonstrate that. I used to play with a band like 16 or 17 years ago. It was a great band. The style was acid blues. It was really, at least they called it like that. I didn't know it. I didn't know acid blues before I had to play with them. The particularity of that band, well, besides all the positive things, because now we're going to focus on credibility, etc. The strange thing with this band was that the guitar player, as good as he was unable to perform a solo facing the audience. Meaning that every time he had to perform a solo, he would turn his back to the audience. You could sincerely feel in the audience this kind of a awkward moment with a kind of a huge question mark, like, why is he doing this? Does he have a technical problem? He's looking somewhere else? The best he could do sometimes was to play showing his profile. It was really strange. It was really strange. So that was mostly because he was really uncomfortable. So what you need to do when you watch your videos, if you remember that you felt uncomfortable, try to understand or to remember what the reason was. It can be anything from a physical discomfort, I don't know, you have a pain somewhere, or maybe you don't have enough space on stage, you feel constricted, and that makes you feel uncomfortable. It can be your sound or a feedback that is bothering you, or it can be a too passive audience that makes you feel uncomfortable, or a lack of an audience, or personal issues. So throughout the videos that I'm gonna record for you, I'm probably going to be able to cover some of those issues, mostly when they are related to technicality or to interaction with the audience, etc. When it's for personal matters, I won't be able to intervene. But what is important for you is to determine exactly what it is that made you feel uncomfortable, because you're going to have to fix it one way or another. And of course I cannot cover all of it, all the possible reasons that could make you uncomfortable on stage. So as I say, when it's in relation to the performance, the technicality with it, and in relation to the audience, I may be able to help you out, because in the future videos I'm going to cover plenty of those. So what is important again about the body language is that in all situations it has to match whatever message you need to send out to the audience. Your body language needs to match that. So if you are playing a happy song and you look stiff, it's not gonna work. If you're playing a sad song or a mellow song with a bit of nostalgia in it, don't start jumping around, running everywhere. It's not gonna work out either, because people won't understand exactly what you're trying to demonstrate there. Now from that point on, we can also agree that there are two types of performer. There's the I would say eccentric, I would say mostly extrovert type of performer, and the introvert type of performer. So if you're the introvert type, it's absolutely not a problem at all. You still can gain a lot of credibility. It's just that you're going to gain it in a different way. You probably will need still to keep open moves, it's important, but then if you are not physically very demonstrating your skills, then you will need to pay extra attention to intonations and to emotions, because that's where you're going to gain this crowd for yourself. Because don't forget that all those videos that you're watching in order to find out what to fine-tune in your performance, your final goal is still to turn your audience into huge fans. So keep that in mind when you're watching those videos. You can gain credibility with your people, with your crowd, not only via lots of movements, etc., but via the right type of emotion at the right moment. That works out fantastically. If you are the extrovert type, actually I would tell you, go for it. Just demonstrate whatever you have to demonstrate. It's you. Let it out. People, they come to see a show, they come to see your show because they want to see something also visual, otherwise they stay home, they buy the CD, it's enough. But no, they come because they want to see something extra. They want you to feed their senses. You know, they want to feel like, wow, I'm part of something special here. Something is happening, it's a great show, and I'm part of that. Audiences like it, mostly if they are huge fans. What you can do as well, if for example you're not a front man, because not everyone is a front man. For example, a random example, if you're a bass player and you're more the type to be introvert, you want to stay on the back, it's not a problem, but you can still contribute to the visual part. You know, you can always do some bouncing forward and backwards on the music. It shows that you are into what you're feeling, and that you're expressing that somehow visually. So you don't need to jump around, but that is already a huge added value in terms of the visual part for the audience. Some singers sometimes will tell you, okay, I don't want you to move from that spot. You stay there because they want the attention to be focused on them, because they're going to sing a song and they have things to express, and it will enhance the quality of the song, but the attention needs to be really remain on them. If it serves that purpose, if it serves the song, the quality of the musicality, etc., yes, do it, because it will only help. Now, if it's to serve the ego of the singer because he wants the attention on him because he's the best in the world, etc., etc., that may create tensions. So you better talk with him or her, because that's not a good reason to ask you to stay on the spot. But if it serves the music, yes, absolutely yes. Another thing that I would like to share with you, there's a great school to learn about stage performance. And when I say school, it's more figurative. Go to see actors when they do improvisation sessions. This is probably one of the best school ever, at least to me, when it comes to learning how to move on stage. Basically, everyone has its moment to shine, and they know how to not interfere with that. Meaning that everybody is going to be able to deliver the right amount of energy, the right amount of dynamics, stop at the correct moment, and all that by placing themselves the correct way, depending on how they are going to interact in between actors, so that the audience can see them perfectly well, etc., etc. So you can see that it's a kind of teamwork. They work together, and everybody has its moment. The dynamics is always moving in the correct way. That is brilliant. So if you have friends that are actors and do those kind of sessions, go to see them. You're going to have a lot of things that you can learn a lot of things from them. If you don't have friends of that kind, just go to some of those sessions, because it's open to everyone, and go to talk with them, make friends with them, and ask them. Say, okay, I need to learn things from you guys, and they will probably really be willing to teach you plenty of very interesting things. And one thing is important when you perform. Not only you need to have open moves, but you have to have an open mind. It means that you need to be emotionally open as well. Why? Because if you're emotionally open, you're going to feel that there's a real string of connection with you and your audience. And what happens that, you can use the audience as a thermometer, because the audience will always show you like, I start to feel a bit bored, or wow, it's awesome, I want more of that. So they will always tell you like what are their wishes if you're open to them. They will always give you hints for you to adapt whatever you're doing to satisfy the need of the moment. So being open emotionally will help you also with the body language. Like if you do too much, you're going to start to see the faces go a bit like it's a bit too much. Observe, be in osmosis with them, be really open to them, and feel this temperature and adapt to that. It's extremely important. Moving on stage is also a very good thing, because it occupies the mind of the audience. If anytime something may feel a bit, I'm sure that you've been to concerts and felt that some moments were a bit boring and you start chatting with your friends, etc. You're not into the thing anymore. So sometimes moving helps prevent that, because the eyes are going to follow the artist. So it kind of creates a new focus for the audience, and that's important, because you need to keep them focused all the way through. And as a rule of thumb, know that changes in general are key against boredom. Absolutely keys against boredom. Any change is welcome in a show. It can be a change of mood in a song. It can be a visual change. It can be a change in the dynamics. I don't know. I had written down some on the paper. Yeah, mood, energy, dynamic, visual. So those changes, are really gonna play in your favor. Changes are really one of the main key. You want to observe that when you watch your videos. How many times the mood is changing? It can be within one song. How many times the dynamics goes up and down? Do they follow you on your dynamics? You're gonna have to keep a very close attention to that. And your body language will always need to match all this. Very, very important. So that's it for the first part of this video. We're gonna talk about the upper part on the next one. So let's not waste any time. I'll see you on the next one. See you in just time for you to go to the next one. See you guys. Cheers. Bye bye.